Kaboom! There we go. All right, so our first team on the right side is going to be. Let's see. I just had this info too. Go away, chat. Oh my gosh, why isn't it going away? There we go. Please don't ban Diablo. We'll be getting first pick, first ban here. They banned the Medivh. Phoenix, the follow-up ban by TowerBarron2. As I say that, let's get the. Oh, please don't ban Diablo. Staying true to the name.
Bring the mega death.
As we do have both teams. Please don't ban Diablo. Someone threw this to me kind of at the last minute, so things are a little bad. All right, there we go. Though we should be good to go now. Thank you guys for checking out Next Commentaries. I'm DJ Tyrant. We're checking out the Bush League put on by Trolls GG. We have TowerBarron2 on the left, picking up Greymane ETC in this first rotation. Great combo to go along here. Please don't ban Diablo. In unsurprising form, picks up Diablo. They also pick up the Stukov and the Hanzo. Hanzo going to be providing that huge damage for the team. And really with his trait, he's able to really get around the battlefield pretty easily on Dragon Charge. There's a lot of walls to kind of climb over and stuff. So it'll be interesting to see how they use that mobility that Hanzo can kind of provide. We see a Falstad being hovered by TowerBarron2. And I'm okay with that. I actually like that. That's getting rid of Gust off the board, and the also possibility of a big problem with mobility, having to deal with that global presence in this large battleground. Dahaka does get banned by please don't ban Diablo. See, the thing is, if I shorten their name on the overlay to PDBD, then you would think, oh, it's please don't ban Dahaka, which isn't the case because they just banned Dahaka. They don't care. But 2 picks coming up now for TowerBarron2. I guess I'm just going to say that all night long during this game. This will be fun. But they have some interesting picks to make here. They do still need their support. They do probably need a second tank to come up for them. How do I hide chat? Like, just, there we go. Draft all is what I need. So we are going to see 2 more picks coming up from them on Dragonshire. Maybe they'll go for some gold present heroes, but they are going to pick up the Brightwing, and I love the Mecha Rengar. Junkrat is great as well, able to poke and really whittle down people sitting around these shrines and around the middle point, trying to pick up that dragon. So really solid pickup by both those selections there to solidify TowerBarron2's lineup here. I do like the Rhaegar. Allows us to let the EZC play a little more aggressively with the Ancestral as a backup. Also the Greymane as well enables the Greymane to go relatively ham compared to how they normally are. Johanna, Murden are available on the side of Please Don't Ban Diablo. Also Blaze. I do believe they will need a second tank for this lineup. Hanzo does provide a lot of damage, but they will need another damage dealer as well. Jaina might be a solid pickup, but they might want to go with a frontliner. But it is going to be, interestingly enough, we haven't seen this for a while. It's kind of fallen off the meta, but we are going to see double support coming out of Please Don't Ban Diablo as they pick up the Brightwing and the Kael'thas. Brightwing does provide a bit of pseudo global presence on the board. Able to soak a lane, and then if she needs to go provide support for the team, able to use that ability to fly in to any spot where her allies are and provide that support. Kael'thas, though, that's an interesting pickup. I know I suggested the Jaina a little bit earlier, but I was thinking they might need a little bit more frontline, considering they only have Diablo right now. Diablo's health pool is a little bit restricted, especially early game in these matches, and so it'll be, I think, difficult for Diablo to stay alive, and maybe that is why they went with the double support here, as we see Malthael picked up as TowerBarron2 sees that Diablo is vulnerable, and Malthael can really provide that pressure here. So both teams going with a single tank in their lineups. Triple damage coming out from TowerBarron2, and we'll have to see how they end up doing in this match. Once again, I am DJ Tyrant, and this is Nexus Commentaries. We'll be loading into game very shortly. Thanks for checking us out. Thanks for Trolls.gg having me. For Bush League, if you haven't checked it out yet, if you're watching this and you haven't checked out the website yet, I don't know how you came upon this, but Trolls.gg/Bush-League. See all the team lineups there. You see what they're doing. Some of you are probably watching on Trolls.gg/Bush-League. Standings currently, Team 4 is in 4th place. Please Don't Ban Diablo in 2nd, tied with FTBRG at 1-1. TowerBarron2 is in 1st. But this is week number 3, and I'm really excited to see some of these teams play. I'm especially excited for next match, because it is going to be my good friend Zexorus, and we'll have to see what they decide to do. But right now, we do once again have TowerBarron2 on the left side, Fernj Average on Rhaegar, Grizzly64 playing the Junkrat, Zunicorn on the Malthael, Super Dave playing the Greymane, and Sam on the ETC. On the right side, we do have Please Don't Ban Diablo, Loxy on the Hanzo, EB Zagraphic on the Diablo, TowerBarron playing the Brightwing, Blemsy on the Kael'thas, and Ghost Bear playing the Stukov. Looks like we will have a little bit of a skirmish to start things off. Spray's already popping off. The defensive call is coming out. We do have Malthael hanging out by himself in this top lane. And we do see the Kael'thas go Mana Addict here to begin things off. I was curious what we were going to see the Kael'thas start off with here. Not going to be very aggressive, going to play a relatively safe style of the mage to start things off. We do see a rotation to the bottom. Diablo a little bit out of position, but is able to walk away from the 4 rotation. And that's what we're going to see a lot for this game to start things off, is a rotation from mid to bottom between both these teams. An interesting solo lane matchup. We just saw it a little bit ago, but the Kael'thas versus the Malthael. Malthael should, in theory, dominate that lane. The Junkrat using one of those mines to put Diablo out of position. Not able to completely put him in danger, but definitely letting the Junkrat's presence be known.
Activate the shrines, and the dragon's power is yours.
Unicorn kind of just playing a little bit of chicken here, trying to get Kael'thas to get a little bit far forward. He's not going to completely bite it, but we do now see a limited rotation up into here by TowerBarron, helping to support the Kael'thas. Going to be able to grab the top tower. You got to stay on that the whole time, buddy. And it does back off. Unicorn is going to take advantage of this and try to channel this tower into the favor of TowerBarron squared. They are able to get it, and they could potentially get the dragon very early on here, and it is going to be Super Dave picking up the dragon very quickly. I was having a hard time keeping an eye on it. I don't know if any of the camps did get picked up. It does look like one camp on the side of TowerBarron was able to get picked up. ETC does get taken out in the midst of this, though. Trying to rotate a little far forward. So good job by Don't Ban Diablo on recognizing the overextension there by the ETC. Dragonite going to get some pretty significant value here. Diablo in a world of trouble here. Does need to get behind this wall. Does look like he is going to continue engaging. Shoulder tossing the ranged minion camp there. And we are going to see the Dragonite back off once again. Only a few seconds left on this before it expires. Going to be able to get maybe one hit in. Not even a hit in on that tower. Should be able to finish off this tower though with the Greymane, but if he stays too far forward, that could be trouble for them. We do see the Hanzo flying back. Lots of damage going out, but no deaths for either side during this engagement. Even with one kill though, Please Ban Diablo is a little bit behind in the XP game, is that Dragon was able to swing things in favor of TowerBarron. TowerBarron looks like they're looking to potentially get a gank somewhere, but they are going to back off a little bit from this mid lane and go take the Night Camp on their side of the map. But they do get engaged on here, and Rhaegar's in a world of trouble. Is going to get killed by the Hanzo. What a big shot there from our Hanzo player. So 2 kills in favor of Please Ban Diablo already to start things off. Night Camp does get picked up, and that lane is pretty pushed out by this Malthael. Pretty commanding win of the solo lane for our Malthael player. Malthael, though, walking into 4 members really of Please Ban Diablo, but is able to walk away from this. Does take a bit of fire damage from the Kael'thas in the midst of everything, but we'll have to see. Is he going to recognize that the rotation is coming? They should be able to get this kill on the Malthael and really push back this this push in the top lane, but Malthael is able to escape, uses his abilities in the correct way to escape that. Hanzo in a little bit of danger here in the bottom lane, but is wanting to just clear this wave here. Probably knows that they're getting that Night Camp on the bottom. But we do have 4 members of TowerBarron squared pushing this bottom lane with this camp. We do see the Diablo toss over to ECC. The cleanse does come out to enable the ECC to walk out cleanly. And now we have Kael'thas in a world of danger. If they can get a stun here, that should be a kill. We do have the Brightwing zooming in here. Does get the shield on it at 7, so they're going cleanse on the Brightwing, but they do get Stukov in the midst of this. So, does look like we are going to see another Dragon Knight for TowerBarron squared. Greymane going to be hopping into the vehicle once again. We're going to see Please Don't Ban Diablo picking up that siege camp. They started it right before that Dragon Knight was picked up, so they are able to channel that and clear it out. And unfortunately, that camp isn't going to do a whole lot. It's going to be stuck here, shooting at the members of TowerBarron squared.
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
And in the midst of all this, because of that Dragon Knight and the amount of pressure that they had in multiple lanes, TowerBarron is up 11 to 9 in levels currently. Heroics are going to be coming online right now for Please Don't Ban Diablo. Taking a quick look at Heroics, nothing too out of the ordinary, I would say, from what I can see right now. We'll talk about those in a little bit because there is a fight breaking out in this bottom lane. They are going to be able to push this camp. Honto Arrow does go out and hits on no one. Still going across the Nexus. We do see a big cleanse on the EC again. We do see that Ancestral. We do see Pyroblast. Not going to be enough to kill the ETC. That Ancestral did have to get used to counter that Pyroblast because of the amount of damage that was coming out onto Sound there. We do see them trying to invade, and we are going to see ETC drop here. They should be able to pick up this camp without any problem here. But look at the amount of damage that Junkrat is able to put out onto Please Don't Ban Diablo. A really great heroic from this Stukov, but his last rites are being read to him. But they do kill the Malthael in the midst of that, so that cancels out that last rite. So a 1 or a 2 for nothing in favor of Please Don't Ban Diablo. And they are looking pretty good right now. I mean, you look at the structure advantage is definitely in the favor of TowerBarron2. The levels are in favor of TowerBarron2, but the kills are there for our red team in Please Don't Ban Diablo. And they're starting to stabilize, and I think that's the goal with a team that's drafted like this, that is drafted around that Diablo solo front line, is that Diablo struggles pre-10 from being able to do a whole lot and survive. And we're going to see a 5v2 in this bottom lane. I think that they recognize this. Stukov is able to use the silence. It actually helps them escape quite a bit, and Diablo and Stukov are able to escape relatively unscathed. They do lose that fort, so it's a little bit more XP in favor of TowerBarron.
Activate the shrines. Take the Dragon Knight's power.
Another Dragon Shrine phase. We do see the Brightwing trying to capitalize on the lack of rotation there to begin the phase off, but Malthael is able to bully him off, and we do see the Diablo does get killed in the bottom lane. Souls are there. Stukov is going to get taken out. We do see the Ancestral onto the Grey Mane. I think that was intended for the ETC, but in the end, that still works out in the favor of TowerBarron, as we do see Brightwing going to be able to channel that top shrine, but it's not going to be enough. Diablo doing some great body blocking on the Malthael here. Here comes Honto over to try to help secure the skill. A cleanse onto the Malthael. The self-cleanse there is able to help him escape. He's going to be able to hurt back home and be okay. We did see TowerBarron2 pick up the siege camp on the side of Please Don't Ban Diablo. And now we see Kael'thas trying to disrupt that, and he is able to eliminate it. Almost was going to go for a kill there though on the Kael'thas, but was able to get saved there by the Stukov. So interesting enough, we do have a little bit of an interesting build for the Stukov here, going for a much more Wade Pustule build than the healing build. Honto does get taken out here. Don't know precisely where that was. I think it was near the bottom lane though. But we do have Diablo rotating down pretty aggressively. I think this is a little too aggressive against the majority of TowerBarron. As we do see the rotation does come up. If they can get the power slide onto Diablo here, does interrupt the channeling of the dragon. The ETC does catch the mosh pit onto the Brightwing, and that is a heroic that is well worth. That guarantees you the Dragon Knight here. That guarantees you that follow-up kill onto the Diablo. And Stukov is going to pay with his life as well. And now this game is swinging wildly in control of TowerBarron2. They pick up the Dragon Knight and they're going to this bottom lane, going to start knocking on the door of this keep wall. This is at the very least this keep wall. There's still 3 members of Please Don't Ban Diablo coming online. They're going to be up to defend against this. 50% still onto the Dragon Knight. And 30 seconds still left. Are they going to back off and try to just get more free XP? It looks like that is exactly what they are going to do. Probably head to mid lane, get the towers and the wall here. Or they might just sit on it. It looks like they are just going to sit on it. Just stay tight. Take advantage of this lead. Don't overextend too much. And they're looking good right now. They're totally in command of this game right now. They do catch Diablo once again off. Out of position. A great lift up by the Kael'thas, but there's just no follow-up there to help facilitate any kills. And now TowerBarron2 is just going to take complete control over this map. We're going to take the Night Camp on the side of Please Don't Ban Diablo, as well as Siege Camp, and then probably rotate to their Siege and their Night Camp. We do see the Rhaegar with, unsurprisingly, a very healing focused build, picking up the healing tome at 7 to cleanse with the Ancestral and the Earth Shield. But level 16s are now online. The arrow does go out, but the timing is just a little bit off for the APOC to connect. To be a really, really nice combo. I like what they were going for there. They need to somehow get that to work. And we do see a bunch of heroics come out. But no kills to follow things up. Ooh, the Pyroblast does go on to Junkrat. Should be okay, I believe. It's just, oh man, just a sliver of health. 177 health left on the Dirty Rat.
Free the Dragon Knight and slaughter your enemies.
And this is where Please Ban Diablo needs to start kind of bringing it back a bit. They're down 2 levels. They're down in structures. They haven't even gotten a single fort yet. They need to try to grab this Dragon Knight if they can. They're going to pick up the neutral Bruiser camp in the bottom lane. This gives them a little bit of pressure to work with, but they do have to clear up the siege camp as well. Diablo going in deep, gets the cleanse to be put onto the Greymane, and he gets pushed behind the wall, and he's going to get killed for his efforts, and does not have enough souls to start coming back. So it's going to be a full Death Timer triggered for Diablo. That is, Please Don't Ban Diablo without a tank right now. And that makes any sort of defense and engagement very, very difficult. Although they are getting EC a little bit low, aren't able to really try and secure that kill. Mathael is going to flank behind them, go onto the Stukov. The cleanse, self-cleanse does come off the shove. Does come, but that is going to be a dead Stukov. He's being read his last rites. He is done. And now we are going to see TowerBarron2 pushing this bottom lane. This should be a pretty easy keep for them, but I think they are going to opt to grab the Dragon Knight here. That is a free objective for them. Diablo is up though, so I can understand not wanting to engage into this Diablo right now, especially when you can get a relatively easy dragon, or at least seems to be a relatively easy dragon. Take a look at stats real quick. We do have the Junkrat just leading the charge with siege and hero damage. on the side of Tower Baron. Dragon Knight gets picked up super easy here. Kael'thas on the side of Please Don't Ban Diablo, leading the way on both siege and hero damage as well. And they are going to take this dragon to the bottom lane, which is where they have that keep damaged already. And they should be able to secure this relatively easy. This is a 16-minute Dragon Knight. And Junkrat can continue to just harass and put damage on. That clears out the minions so fast here. That is going to be the first keep of game down in favor of TowerBarron2 against Please Don't Ban Diablo. They are without this bottom keep. That means we are going to start seeing these catapult minions push in this bottom lane and providing a threat throughout the rest of our match. Storm Talents do come online for TowerBarron2. I do like we are seeing Storm Shield come out from Rhaegar. That's actually one of my favorite talents. I love using that, and I think it's a really underrated talent that a lot of people do overlook. We do see the upgraded Mosh Pit is going to be a tour bus, so even if the Mosh Pit is a little bit out of position initially, we are going to see that ETC being able to move it. We do see the Hunter's Blunderbuss for our Grey main player, along with No One Can Stop Death and Cannonball for the Junkrat, and they are just completely pinning the map blue, and there's no reason that they can't do that because they have so much control right now, and they are looking so very strong right now. It should be a very easy win from them going forward. Yeah, I'm going to be able to pick up this top fort that's kind of been sitting there for a while. Taking the free XP when they can and continuing to just pressure every lane that they are able to. Brightwing is having to have a duty of trying to push back this bottom lane, is able to use that trait to get out though. Did see the rotation coming, so good map awareness there by Please Don't Ban Diablo.
The shrines awaken.
And then you pick up
who will control the Dragon Knight?
the neutral border camp. They're continuing to just add pressure to the map continually, and it's this war of attrition that is going to be very hard for Please Don't Ban Diablo to win. As we do see Storm Talents picked up by Please Don't Ban Diablo, this is where they could potentially start to turn things around. We do see the upgrade Emerald Wind for our Brightwing. The upgrade Lurking Arm, or not Lurking Arm, Flailing Swipe for our Stukov player. And Hanzo hanging on to that Storm Talent. It's not going to be play of the game. It's going to be Bullseye picked up by our Hanzo. And now, Please Ban Diablo, they have to be aware of the fact that this dragon can be picked up very quickly by TowerBarron2, and how they decide to address this is going to be key to them extending this game and giving them a chance at winning this. The Power Blast does land onto the Junkrat, is able to use that health fountain to restore that damage. That was done. They are able to grab the bottom shrine. Top shrine is held by TowerBarron2. We do see Brightwing continuing to split push here, split soak, try to get them to some sort of parity with TowerBarron2. But now TowerBarron2, they're going to claim both the shrines, and rotate the Greymane there. They don't have anyone there
Hero
to
slain.
contest this. Hanzo does get killed in the midst of this. They are able to use the Brightwing to interrupt the channel there of the dragon and get that top shrine in their favor, but does have to Hearth back. Knows that the cavalry is coming. Greymane and Malthael not going to be there in time, but they are going to be able to grab this shrine, and that should be dragon and threatening game at the very least for TowerBarron. TowerBarron once again in the lead for Bush League right now at 2-0. Here comes the Diablo. The stun comes into the EC, but a great cleanse and Ancestral to keep him up. Diablo in a little bit of trouble. The heroic talent there, Storm talent, able to do some work. We do see a 2-for-1 trade, or 1-for-1 trade in the midst. Oh, but that was a huge mosh that enabled both the Diablo and Kael'thas to get killed there. A 2-for-2 trade overall. Oh, we see the arrow come out. It isn't going to connect on anybody, and Brightwing does get killed. So overall, a 3-for-2 in favor of TowerBarron squared. They're going to claim this bottom trend. They're going to claim this dragon for themselves and put the pressure on to please don't ban Diablo. We do see Diablo in quite a bit of trouble. I don't believe he has souls available to respawn here, if that is the case. So is going to hurt back, get that health back up. But we do have this Dragon Knight. They are going to actually go for the mid keep, and I do not blame them here. All members of Please Don't Ban Diablo are just about to be up here, and they get a free keep out of it. So that's value from this Dragon Knight, and I don't believe Please Don't Ban Diablo has gotten a single Dragon Knight. Oh, Hanzo gets the boot to the face. That's going to be the end of his life. 60 seconds till he is back up, and now this is going to prompt TowerBarron squared to pressure this Nexus core, and that should be it for game number 1. A very strong performance here by TowerBarron squared, puts them at 3-0 and firmly atop the Bush League. So great job by them. We will take a look at some of these stats real quickly here. We did see oh, Bacon, you're funny.